Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma for those of you who are new here, and today we are back with The Sims 4 with another speed build. Now if you can't already tell who this build is inspired from by the title, about 5 minutes into the video I will let you guys know which Disney princess this build is inspired off of. I was planning on having this out earlier today. To be honest with you, I might just wait to upload this till Tuesday. But I pulled a muscle in my back over the weekend, so I've been in a little bit of pain, so I didn't think I was gonna build today, but I decided to sit down and try, and thankfully it came out small, so it didn't take too long. It took maybe like close to 2 hours, which isn't bad, because typically it takes like 4 hours for me to build something big. So whenever I sit down to build, I never know exactly like what I'm going to build, so I'm really happy that I ended up building something small. But sorry, that was my thermos. I was taking a drink of water. But I had fun building this. At first I was going to do a different princess, but then I looked around and I saw the debug bridge thing, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna do this one instead. This is gonna be cute. So I decided to do it, and I think it turned out good. It's I think it, you know, I hope I did okay. I tried. I really did. I don't know much about the Disney princesses because I haven't watched Disney in like, I don't know, I want to say close to, let's see, I think the last one was maybe a year ago, and that was like Moana or something. But like, you know, that one's technically, well, I mean, I guess Moana's technically a princess, but I don't think of her as one. But so I haven't seen like a Disney, like I haven't watched this princesses movie for, I don't know, probably about 4 years, 5, close, maybe. I really don't know, I can't tell you. But I really enjoyed doing it. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, and it's in the world of Windenburg. So, because again, I was going to do it for a different princess, but once I saw the lot and I saw that bridge, I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna do this one. Which actually turned out like this style house works better here anyways because of all the water surrounding the home. So, if you guys hear that noise, like the thermos with the ice, it's because my throat's sore. I am just falling apart right now. So, I do apologize for the ice, but oh well. I had an okay weekend. I didn't really do much. I decided to take a break from school because usually I do a little bit of school on the weekends. But I decided to have a break, take some time off to just, you know, relax. And so I dragged my little sister out to the pool twice, and she got distracted by snails. It was, I don't know. It was, she has some kind of connection with snails that I will never understand. But she wanted to take one home. I was able to convince her not to keep it in her room and to just put it in our flower bed in the front yard. So that's what we did. But she didn't want them to drown in the pool, in the community pool. So she saved one and threw a lot of them outside of the pool and onto the sidewalk, I guess you could say, like onto the thing. So our pool, our community pool in our neighborhood, it has like this fence. It's fenced in, but the fence has like bars because behind the fence is a lake or pond, whatever it is. And you know, Florida, every body of water has an alligator in it. So, you know, obviously for protection reasons. So she took the snails and she yeeted them through the bars of the fence into the grassy area, and it's like, oh my god. But yeah, she got distracted and she went around the entire pool just counting all of the snails that she was going to throw out of the pool. It took her like a good 5 minutes to do that. But she had fun and she got to get outside of the house, which usually she never goes outside of the house because, I don't know, she just doesn't like to. So I was able to drag her out. So make her, you know, get some of that sun. She's looking pasty. But, so it's about 6 minutes into the video, so I'm going to let you guys know which princess this build is inspired off of. That way I can actually talk more about the build without giving her away. This is inspired by Tina, the Princess and the Frog movie. So, you know how I forgot the firefly's name, but you know how the firefly and the alligator that plays the trumpet and the two frogs, you know, one of them being the princess and the prince, they were going through I don't know, I think it was a bog or a marsh or something, I don't know. A bayou. They kept saying bayou. They kept saying bayou in the movie, like throughout the entire movie, so that was where I was kind of going with this. I was kind of going with kind of like the neighborhood in the beginning of the movie from what I can remember, which probably isn't accurate at all. But what I can remember is that the houses were brown, or at least the one she was living in was brown. And I think it was a 2-story house, but I didn't want to build a 2-story house. I just wanted to build a small, tiny house. So, and obviously they didn't have like a lake or anything, but in the movie, the frogs, when they were frogs, they were captured by these frog hunters, which is where the boat came from, and the lake that I put beside of the house came from. And, yeah. And the tree I thought kind of looked like something from, New Orleans. You know, a Bayou tree or whatever. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. I hope I'm saying that right. I have to figure out how to spell it so that I can put the title out on this video. Because, like, no joking, I do not know how to spell bio. It's pronounced bio, right? I'm trying to remember the song. Yeah, it's bio. It's bio. I'm like 75% sure it's bio. But that's kind of what this was like inspired by, and I liked it a lot because of the water surrounding this lot. So I don't know, I think it came off good. This isn't a starter home, even though it's like so tiny. It would be if I didn't do all the landscaping and stuff, but I didn't use debug landscaping, except for I think they're called cattail reeds, whatever. So that's what made this house cost so much. And it's like 43,000. It was expensive for such a tiny little house. But I wanted inside the house. There's like this big old kitchen because she likes to cook. Originally, I was going to make like a restaurant inspired by her, but I ended up doing this instead. Again, sometimes I stray away from what I was intended to do, and I do something completely different. Because, you know, I sit down to build something and sometimes I don't know what I want to build because, you know, I don't have inspiration. And so inspiration just comes to me midway through the build or something like that. So, but I love how this turned out. I really do. It looks so nice. I had a little bit of trouble with landscaping around the rocks and around the house and stuff because I really didn't know what to do. I don't know why. Normally I don't have a problem with landscaping, but lately I've just been having problems. And I really don't know why. But I got there eventually. I think the thing that I mostly had problems with was the flowers and all of the plants on the house because I did want it to be like, a little bit overgrown, you know? So I didn't want to be too accurate because this is, just a build inspired off of, the princess and stuff. And I'm never going to build a castle. I don't even think they ended up in a castle. I think they just ended up in a small little house with her dream restaurant, you know? So I will never build a castle. For any princess inspired build or any inspired build, I will never, no matter what it is inspired off of, I will never build a castle. Okay? Like, in my mind, like, that's just, okay. The closest thing to a castle I will build was that farmhouse that was inspired by Cinderella that I built, that I put out Saturday. Okay? That's the closest. That's the closest thing I will ever get to a castle. And that house was huge. Do you know how long it takes my Sims to walk from one side to the other? That house is big. Okay? Looks nice, but it's big. And that's as close to a castle I'm ever building. That's close to a mansion I'm ever building. I'm never building a mansion. Like, that would just take way too long. And the Cinderella, okay, so the farmhouse, it hurt my shoulder when I finally got done with it and stepped away from the computer. My shoulder hurt in the same spot that I pulled the muscles swimming. Okay? I made it worse by swimming this weekend. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. If not, then I probably slept the wrong way or lifted up something that was too heavy for me. I don't know. But I will never build something too big because it takes so long, and then after a while, okay, I'm not one of these people that can like stop halfway through a build and then come back and finish it. If I stop a build, I am never going to finish it. I have to I'm one of those people that just has to build consecutively. So if I start a build, I have to finish it or it will never be finished. So if I build something ginormous that takes me 5 hours, I'm going to be very spacey during the end of it. And I'm going to forget things. Like I forgot to place the Cinderella mailbox for the farmhouse. So when I went in to take screenshots, the mailbox was in the middle of the floor and I had to put it out in the yard. And I had to make sure everything, like I didn't miss anything, which I did miss something on the upstairs, in the bedroom upstairs, single bed attic. I misplaced like some decor on the side table, but it didn't look too bad, so I just left it alone. But yeah, I thankfully didn't miss anything in this house. Also, if you see like weird decorations or anything, or like weird patterns, weird coloring, what I was going for was like a bohemian. Is it a bohemian? Boho kind of like thing. I think that's what it's called, right? Bohemian. One of those. But it was kind of like that. Let me, hold on. I'm pretty sure it's called, I'm pretty sure it was called, yeah, a boho. Or is it bohemian? I really don't know. Anyways, it's one of those that, decor style that I went off of. I also think this fits in, I don't think it fits in a micro home or a tiny home, but I think it fits in the small home category. If not, then I'm sorry. If you guys have tiny living, you can't use the cheat thingy. But It's not because the house isn't like square tile counted. Like it's not too much square tiles. It's just that the porch adds on, so ugh, it counts, which I don't think it should. I don't think it should. I think foundations shouldn't count as tile counts. I think that's a little unfair, but it's fine. But this is a tiny house. This is a very small house. I mean, the dining room had to be placed outside, for crying out loud, which I think that's one of the last things that I do in this build. So um I didn't clutter it up too much. I noticed that I only clutter things up a lot when, they're like very tiny, like micro homes. So, but I didn't think that Tiana would have like clutter everywhere. So I didn't really get that vibe from her. Like Ariel, like if I did a build inspired off of The Little Mermaid, her house would be so cluttered because she collects things. So obviously she'd collect a whole bunch of stuff. By the way, if you guys have any comments, like any princess you want me to do a build inspired off of next, leave it down in the comments below and I will definitely try to get to that before this week is over. I have 2 more builds of mine that I want to do, and then I pretty much just, do whatever. But I have my schedule in a way to where I have a couple days off between when I upload the builds, and I can start. I if you guys have like a theme that you want me to do next week, because you know how this week's like Disney inspired builds. If you guys want a certain theme for next week, then definitely let me know in the comments below, and I will definitely do it. Because I have a hard time coming up with fun little things like this. Like I had to ask one of my friends like what they think I should do, and they came up with this. So I mean, they helped me out with this because I couldn't figure out what to do. Because, sometimes inspiration, like, you build for so long or you play the game for so long that you don't know what to do anymore and it's just, like, not inspiring or whatever. So, like, all the inspiration you have, it kind of just drains and you end up building the same thing or playing the same thing over and over again, like consecutive families. Like, you do the same thing. Get married, have baby, they die, their children get married, have baby, you know? So when you don't know what to do, but you want to play, then you do like the same thing you do all the time, then you get bored, which is why challenges were invented. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start doing themes. That way I don't get, bored or my inspiration doesn't die out on me. So, like, I don't build the same thing repeatedly. So, that's just why I wanted to do the themes. And I also want to apologize because I'm rambling. I'm not talking anything about the build, but again, I like speed builds because I can just sit here and talk to you guys. How was your guys' weekend, by the way? Sorry, my throat was scratchy. I had to get some water. But, how was your guys' weekend? Like, mine was good. I already told you about mine. I hope your guys' weekend was okay. I hope your guys' week is okay, too. Oh, my back hurts so bad. I really don't... I really hope that... I really hope that I get to build the rest of the week. It hurt a little bit doing this one, but this one was so small. And I think the other ones I'm going to do are going to be a little bit bigger than this. Which is why I don't know if I'll be able to do them. But I'm hoping that I will be. Also, those paintings that I put against the wall and the countertop, I kind of wanted to do that to kind of like be like, okay, they're leaning against the wall on the countertop. If that makes any sense. Which it should. It should definitely make sense. At least to me, it makes sense. So, I can't remember what packs I used, but I'm seeing a lot of them, so I'm sorry. Also, my gallery is still not up and working, so. But you guys can go onto my gallery and go download other builds that I've done that aren't speed builds that you guys can't watch, but, you know, I built them. They're still there. My gallery thing is epoodle27k. Just like my YouTube, just leave out the animations part. And, yeah. So I'm just doing the outside. This is pretty much all it is. It's a very small space. It's very cozy and quaint. I like it a lot. Also, what do you guys think about me doing a Sims 3 Let's Play? Like, I know I said that I was going to do a Generations one when I was doing the Sims 3 speed builds, and I still plan to do that, don't worry. But, I don't know, I kind of think that since my first Sims 4 video was the Legacy Challenge, I think I should do a Legacy Challenge for the Sims 3. You know? Kind of because, like, I don't know. I really don't know what I'm. That's just my thought process, though. What do you guys think about that? Let me know if you think that's a good idea or if it's dumb. Because I need help. I need help. Big help. And we're also coming down to the end of the video. Because right now all I'm doing is doing the landscaping. I'm going to be changing out the lights. Right now I'm just looking for a lamp post without flags. That was very hard to find. So if you guys have any suggestions on builds or Let's Plays you guys want to see, leave them down in the comments below and I will definitely do them. And yeah, just I don't know, if you guys want to see me do something or play a different game other than The Sims, let me know and I will see what I can do. Also, don't worry, this fencing, although it looks nice, I don't keep it. I don't keep it. I don't know, I thought it just looked too closed off, and my vision of a bayou isn't closed off, it's very open, so that didn't, end up staying. But I did like how it looked. It just made it look a little too cramped, though. So, I got rid of it. What do you guys think of the build? Do you like it? I like it. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave it off here. Thank you guys so much for watching and again listening to me rambling. If you guys don't like the rambling and you guys just want me to focus and talk about the build instead of rambling on about useless things, let me know down in the comments because I want my videos to be enjoyable for you guys to watch. And thank you guys so much for putting up with my rambling and for dealing with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell notifications when you subscribe. That way you get notifications all the time when I upload videos because my upload schedule is a little bit wonky. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.